broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
We'd like to welcome all of you here this evening, and thank you so much for coming. It's going to be a wonderful evening. And Mariano, we're so grateful to you for being here with us, not only because you're the greatest relief pitcher who ever lived, but because, yes. But because you're a mensch, a fine, honorable human being.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Liotam chofshi be'aretzeinu Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim.
A few weeks ago, I had the incredible blessing of sharing a meal with Fred Wilpon, the owner of the Mets, and he shared a beautiful story that is incredibly poignant. He was 14 years old, and he was playing in an important league, and his baseball league had made it to the finals. But the finals coincided with the Jewish holidays of Rosh Hashanah. He was the only Jew playing in the league. He didn't know what to do. So he called the coach of the league in to sit with his father, and together they would make a decision. And the coach of the league was Father Flanagan. Father Flanagan came into his living room, and with Fred Wilpon, a young 15-year-old who was a budding sportsman and athlete, they made the decision together that he would not play. And the reason was that he said there was something bigger than the game. And at that moment, Fred Wilpon realized that there was more to life than that sport. At the time, and still today, Fred Wilpon's very dearest friend was a young man by the name of Sandy Koufax. That decision inspired Sandy Koufax's decision to sit out on Yom Kippur, to not pitch during the World Series, because there was something bigger than the game. Years before, a different leader of a team by the name of Branch Rickey, at his time in St. Louis, realized that he had a responsibility, shaped by his early career as an educator, to not only make good ball players, but to strengthen the character of ball players. That's why he was the first to introduce the idea of a farm league, so that people could learn the skill and hone their skills, and not just expect the very best of them, but to put energy into them, develop them as players and as individuals. We saw that in that incredible decision he made. And what is the first number 42 to be retired at Yankee Stadium? Soon another will follow it. But we see that decision in realizing what Branch Rickey understood, that there is something bigger than the game. When the lineman of the Indianapolis Colts, Tarek Glenn, won the Super Bowl in 2006, and he stood on the field amongst confetti and family and friends, he bowed his head in a moment of prayer and decided at that moment he would retire from sports. He said, of all the bounties that have been bestowed upon him, it's now my return. It's my time to return all the blessings that I have been given. He said there's something bigger than the game. And just a few short months ago, when those terrible bombings rocked the marathon in Boston, we saw a banner that rose up in Yankee Stadium. What was the greatest rivalry in the history of sports was mitigated by that terrible tragedy. And we were reminded again, there is something bigger than the game. Tonight is a night that reminds us of that very same lesson. Tonight is a night where we are all gathered, Jews and Christians and Muslims and non-believers, black people and white people and Latino people. We celebrate our commonalities tonight. We celebrate the denominators that unite us and that bond us together. Tonight is a night that we realize what is so much bigger than the game. The psalmist once said, Zeh hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha bo. This is the day that God created. Let us rejoice in it and celebrate it. Today is a day where we celebrate our unity, we celebrate our commonality, and tonight is a night we're celebrating. May we be worthy of that celebration, and may it be a night of peace, and let us all say, Amen.
We're surrounded by winners. Mariano Rivera is a winner. Bruce Ratner is a winner. And in his own way, Rabbi Potasnik is a winner. The real victory that they achieve is in their ability, in their realization that to give back to the community is the ultimate test, is the ultimate goal for all of us. I remember back in 2004, I went to see Mr. Ratner in his office in Brooklyn where he laid out his vision for the new Brooklyn Nets. We were in awe. But we understood the importance of his vision to the revitalization of Brooklyn, to the reinvigoration of the entire sporting community of New York. Mariano Rivera comes from a country that is known for decades for their staunch support and friendship for the State of Israel. Although baseball is not big in Israel, I can tell you when Mariano will go with his family, thank God, in a few months' time to visit our country, he will be greeted as a hero. Not necessarily because of the fact that he closed 920 games, although that's a great reason to celebrate. By the way, we the Israelis know nothing about baseball. And not because of the fact that he's been playing for one team since 1995, but because of his generosity, because of his understanding that ultimately sport is the language that brings together people, something that unites us rather than divide us. And this is the real gift of our two honorees. This is the real gift of my dear friend, Rabbi Potasnik, who was the first person to greet me when I came to this community 2 months before 9/11. And of course, you all know the role that he played in the commemoration of the victims of 9/11. Rabbi Potasnik has been a close friend of mine since then, and I'm grateful for his friendship and for the fact that he invited me to be here tonight. So on behalf of my government, I'd like to thank you all for being part of this great event, and thank our two honorees for all the great work that they did on behalf of this community and on behalf of humanity. God bless you all.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you all for coming as well. I want to tell you a little bit something about the NYBR, the Spiritual Bridge Builder of New York. For 132 years, the New York Board of Rabbis has shaped the future of Jewish life in New York, educated rabbis in the public, and responding to the changing needs of the Jewish community. With more than 750 members, the NYBR is the largest rabbinic interdenominational body in the world. The NYBR provide opportunities for rabbis of different denominations to come together for study, professional development, and ongoing education. They offer caring professional and personal support and mentoring, which help ensure that the Jewish community is provided the highest level of rabbinic commitment. They also work with other faith communities to promote increased understanding and pursue avenues of common cooperation. The NYBR is also concerned about the welfare of the entire community, both Jewish and non-Jewish. The board believes in the imperative to be a moral voice regarding global concerns of our world, and through its chaplaincy programs and family violence prevention initiative, the NYBR works to create a more caring society. We are proud and pleased that the New York Board of Rabbis serves as a spiritual bridge builder of strength and promise between individual rabbis, the greater Jewish community, and other faith communities.
We're replacing Potasnik. The Greek and the Jew are taking over. And we'd like to invite Bruce Mosler and Joe Capitelli upstairs.
Quoted by Winston Churchill, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. These are two gentlemen that denote what they have given to all of us.
Joe Capitelli and Bruce Mosler are two wonderful community leaders.
I want to thank the New York Board of Rabbis for the extraordinary work that they do, building bridges, as you've heard before, comforting those in need of comfort, and quite frankly, reaching out to people who need their help.
Bruce Ratner will remind you, it's about us, it's about people living together in life as one family. I give you Bruce Ratner. Thanks to Bruce, we all live now in the new Manhattan, and you all live in the old Brooklyn. Thank you so much, Bruce Ratner.
I'm really overwhelmed. I don't think I've been honored in this way ever before. It's not only an honor to be here, but it is an honor to be here with Mariano Rivera. You're a person of faith. You're a person of force in this city. You're one of the most important models for children and young people in our entire city and country. So congratulations to you. The Board of Rabbis does many things, but perhaps tonight, bringing all branches of our Jewish religion together is the most important role. In some way, I'm a microcosm of the rabbis here today. My maternal grandfather was from a Hasidic rabbinical dynasty known as the Sans dynasty. And on my paternal side, the rabbinical line was from Vilna, and they were what's called misnagdim, meaning they were opponents of the Hasidim. My parents married even though one was from Hasidic and one was from the opponents of Hasidic. And my parents raised me conservative, which neither one would have agreed with. Now, here's the most amazing thing. I was married by a Lubavitcher rabbi with a Satmar cantor, and my sister, with her female partner, participated in the ceremony. So that's what you do. You get everybody together, and Rabbi Pearl, the Lubavitcher rabbi, got us all together. And then I had the honor of sponsoring at the BARCLAY Center a musical event with Itzhak Perlman and Cancer Health Got. Again, that was attended by every single denomination within the Jewish religion, and we all did something together. We clapped together, we laughed together, and we enjoyed wonderful Jewish music together. So the most important thing that this board does is bring rabbis together and bring people together. And that's very special, and you really deserve a special hand for that. You really do. But it's not only bringing Jews together and rabbis together, it's really bringing everybody together, whether it's Catholic, Protestant, or Muslim, African American, Hispanic, Haitian. The role is really of this organization to bring people, clergy together. And it's taken on a heightened importance in this world where in 1 second you can transmit a word, a video that is not a nice word, not a nice video across the entire world. We need spiritual leaders, and we are so glad to have you here tonight and here for us forever. So I would like to really end by saying that this organization is committed to building bridges of understanding, building bridges of respect, bringing love between the various faiths. And for that, I am very, very honored to be here tonight, very honored to be your guest of honor, and I thank you. God bless you.
When I met Mariano, he said to me, "You got to take me to Israel." So right after the World Series, we're leaving right from Fenway. We're going to Logan, and we're going to fly to Israel. And let me say to all of you, there are a number of rabbis here and others who are familiar with gematria, where numerical values are assigned to every letter. When you look at 42, what is the gematria for 42? Hagadol, the Great One. If there's anyone who personifies 42, the Great One, it's Mariano Rivera. And tonight, I want to confer upon him a Yiddish Spanish word. From this day on, we will call him El Mencho. I give you number 42, Mariano Rivera. All right, we give Mariano. Does anybody have any Velcro? By the way, Mariano also told me he's seriously considering becoming Jewish. I'm from Boston. I'll teach him what the Yankee Clipper really means.
Bruce. It's amazing, guys, and Joe is tremendous. When I met Joe, he just made me laugh. I mean, Joe is a tremendous man, and I love him because all the job that he does. And I want to thank the New York Board of Rabbis for the job that they do. I mean, tremendous job, and for me, it's amazing. You know, I mean, all those words that they talk about myself, I mean, I just wanted to help. I just wanted to be one that give back to the community. You know, with me right now, I have a lot of people. I mean, first of all, I have my wife, Clara, stand up, my kids. I have my kids, I have my mother-in-law that I love. I really do. She's special to me. I mean, this woman being a warrior. I love you, vieja. I got my spiritual parents. To me, they are like my own. You know, my parents are in Panama, but these the ones that I have here, they're special to me because they guide me to the Lord. And for me, that's special. And I wanted to thank you, that Mom, Pop. Thank you very much. Also, I wanted to say thank you for my church. There you go. I got my church there. Refuge of Hope. Thank you for coming. I got my teammates. Java, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, Robinson. And the others, they have some things they had to go, but I really mean that. And my whole bullpen is here with me. And without them, I can't accomplish anything. Those guys made my job easy. So, Bruce, keep going, Bruce. I mean, you have done tremendous, and I know you will continue doing tremendous. I mean, I wish I can do the things that you do, you know, but the Lord has given me, I do the little things. You do the biggers, I do the little. But thank you, Michelle and Pat. These tremendous guys. You guys are wonderful. I mean, thank you for your friendship and thank you for being here. It's wonderful seeing all kind of race here, you know, together for one event. And that's what I love. It's not white or black, Jewish or not Jewish. You know, it's all together. Like you said, Joe, and you from Boston, I'm here from New York, I still love you. I really do, Joe, and it's amazing though. And again, I received this award with tremendous grace, and a pleasure and an honor for me to be here and receive that in behalf of my family, you know, and my church, because without them, I can accomplish what we have done. And we need all your prayers because we're going to a new building that we're getting, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to get to that building. And I know the Lord is doing tremendous in our lives, and we wanted to do that. We wanted to help others and make sure that we help as many we can. Thank you very much for having me again, and thank you.